Other than that, oil in the fryers, tilt's clean, hot boxes are on, ovens are on, towels, soap buckets.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Chef, what we got today?
Good morning, Neely. Happy Thanksgiving, Buff Nation. We are so excited to bring a Thanksgiving feast to the football team and the staff and their families. We are elbows deep in prep right now. We got stuff working in this kitchen, and we got stuff working in another kitchen up by the suites where we're going to serve. So, taking already a challenging meal with a huge quantity, ton of sides and proteins and all of that, and we're splitting it up into two different kitchens. So we're getting work today, but we're so grateful to be able to provide this for you guys. All right, so check it out, Neely. We're getting going here. This is Pasang, our sous chef. She's getting our fried chicken going. We broke these down from whole birds about 3 days ago, and they've been hanging out in a seasoned buttermilk this whole time. This is going to be the first dredge. We're going to let that sit. Then in a few hours, we're going to do that second dredge again. Really get a nice crispy, crunchy shell on that. Keep coming. We got shrimp cocktail ready to go. We just blanched these guys off, cooled them down, cooked them with lemons and Old Bay. We make cocktail from scratch. Ketchup, horseradish, nothing crazy there. This is about half of the potatoes that we're going to use for mashed potatoes. We got 220 pounds of potatoes going today. We got 160 pounds of fried chicken. This is 80 pounds of shrimp. Coming over here, we're going to fire this up here in a second, but this is pot roast in the works. So this was 180 pounds of top round. We diced yesterday. We seasoned it with flour and we seared it up. That's going to help thicken our sauce as it stews and give us a nice crust and extra flavor with that Maillard reaction there. And we're going to cook it with mirepoix, carrot, onion, celery. We're about to fire that up in here. Here's the star of the show. We did a dry brine on these guys 2 days ago, and we stuffed them with herbs, onion, garlic. We're going to get these guys roasting any second now. Working our way around. We got Jenny over here just working on some garnishes. We got fried sage coming, orange slices, lemon wedges. We also have crab legs that are not over here. They're over at the other kitchen. So just another protein in the mix. We're doing a baked mac and cheese. This is 120 pounds of pasta. Probably do another 20 pounds of that. So that's going to get working here soon. We got a ton of bacon here. What is this? 40 pounds of bacon. That's going to be going in our green beans and our Brussels sprouts. We use bacon fat to make a few different sauces. This right here is the most collard greens I've ever prepped in my life. This was 6 40-pound cases. So what is that? That's 320 pounds?
Sounds right to me.
Oh my God. And there's another one of these inside the cooler. So we're gonna get these braising any second now with some smoked turkey legs. And yeah, that's everything we got in this kitchen. Everything else is over there. This is kind of our roadmap here. And the guys in the other kitchen, they have some more kind of lists and timelines here, but this is the whole menu. So we also got candied yams coming over there. Oh, we forgot about our cornbread. You can come through, Dawa. This is Dawa, one of our awesome cooks, helping us get it done. This is 16 pans of cornbread from scratch. And we're just getting started on croissants. We're probably gonna do another 200 croissants. But back to this. Yes, this is the whole menu. We got a cornbread dressing, cranberry sauce, gravy still in the works, and just a little timeline. A couple things need to cook, for several hours. A couple things are gonna be last minute. So this kind of just shows us a little roadmap here. A bunch of garnishes over there that we're working on, and yeah, why don't we throw down the pot roast, get that working. All right, so we're gonna let this pot roast go probably about 5 hours. Then we'll let it rest and tighten up, but we're gonna get it going here in our tilt skillet. So I'm just throwing down a little canola oil. We got our mirepoix, some big chunky oblique carrots. It's going in. Celery. And onions. We're gonna season this up. Just a little salt and pepper. And we're just gonna let this sweat. We'll give it a stir. That's gonna do its thing. And get a big paddle. as that's sweating, I'm gonna throw a few bay leaves in there. Anything that's gonna cook for this amount of time, bay leaf just adds a nice extra note to the flavor, kind of deepens that flavor a little bit. Throw a few of those guys in there. And that's just gonna hang out. Probably give that about 5-10 minutes. Then we're gonna throw all that pre-seared beef in there, fill it with some beef stock that we made in-house, and let that sucker go. Adding some potatoes to our pot roast here. Just looking for some smaller size ones. It's a little bit too big, we're kind of going for that. So. Yeah, if you want to check this out, start seeing we're getting some caramelization in here. Wish you guys could smell this because it smells phenomenal.
It smells great.
So what we're looking for, you can start to see that brown on the bottom of the pan. We call that fond. So that's happening because the natural sugars in these vegetables are caramelizing, which creates an extra layer of flavor. And we're gonna hit that with this beef stock. It's gonna pull all that off the bottom of the pan and incorporate it into the pot roast. So we're almost ready to go. Really important step here, we don't wanna rush. You can start to see that we're getting it there.
Cooking has a lot to do with patience. And
Absolutely,
timing.
absolutely. And today, more than anything, with such an expansive menu, crew spread across 2 different kitchens, I want everything to be as fresh as possible right at service time. Like this takes, it's like a symphony, you know? So everybody's playing their part.
Gotta hit your note at the right time.
Absolutely. Get everything to blend, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to conduct where I can. A good band plays great without a conductor, right? But a conductor also
like
adds
that.
a lot to it. So that's what we're working on right now. Let's go ahead and hit this. I think we're ready to go. We're just putting a little bit of chicken stock down in there to lubricate those pans and give us some good juice for that gravy. All right, also gonna be throwing this into the pot roast. We call this a bouquet garni. This is just rosemary and thyme that we tied up. The reason why we tie it up instead of just pitching it in there is because we don't want to eat all these stems and have to pick it out later. So this imparts the flavor without having to go in and pick this out. Or for you eating a stem, you know, when it's time to eat. So we just toss that in. Oh yeah. The bottom of the pan's looking great. You can also see how much it's shrunk, right? When we first put all this in, it was covering about half of this pan. But as all that moisture comes out, it evaporates, it creates that flavor, gives us a little more room for all this pot roast. So here we go.
Now, what's the goal and the outcome here?
So, like we said earlier, we rubbed these guys down with some flour, some seasoned flour, and we seared it up. It got cold, so it looks a little bit different than it did right out of the, off of the skillet, but you can see we created that Maillard reaction right there. Same thing that's happening with the veggies, it's the natural sugars caramelizing, which adds another layer of flavor that you don't get just naturally from the beef. The other reason we put the flour on there is because when we add all the stock into this, it's gonna meld with that flour, it's gonna thicken our sauce, and it's gonna coat, we're gonna get a nice glaze on each piece of beef because of that flour. The sauce is gonna stick
And
to
what's
it.
that M word you used?
Maillard reaction.
All right, now what's that?
So it's just a sciencey piece. It's when those sugars come out of, it's in every ingredient, right?
Gotcha.
Carrot's gonna be a little more sweeter than an onion, but everything has that. And we caramelize those sugars, we call that a Maillard reaction.
Science.
Science, man. Can you toss that over there, please? All right, let's give this a stir. Go an hour.
Okay. All right, so this is on 155 here, Kuncho.
Okay.
When it goes off, we'll take it out. I'll attempt the breast and the thigh, and then we'll go from time from there. Sound good? Let's break out the cheeses for the mac and cheese, please. You know how we
Alright.
cube up the
So we got stock to cover.
Velveeta?
You know, it's a very thin
Velveeta
stock
should be
right now. and
in
It's very soupy, but
here. I
this is
last
going to
saw
cook
it
for about probably
be over
4
here
or 5
somewhere.
hours. It's going to tighten
saw
up.
2 cases
That
worth.
beef's going to shrink down to nice bite-sized pieces, and this is going to be phenomenal. Probably hit it with a bottle of red wine
Yep.
here in
Yeah,
about
let's
3
check
hours,
Dryden.
and it'll be done. I'll hit the bottle first, make
keep
sure it's
moving
good,
around.
then we hit the bottle in there. So yeah, a lot of this process today is transport. So here's our cornbreads we're bringing over to the other kitchen. I'm just getting ready for service. Looks like we got a wonky wheel on here.
I think that cart has had some of the red wine.
I think so, Neely. So this is where we're gonna have our meal today. Getting the table set up. Miss Ty's doing an awesome job getting linens and decor going. How you doing, Ty?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Big tie.
Good morning, pregame show. Good morning, Chef.
Good morning, good morning.
So today we're preparing for our CU football Thanksgiving feast. You know we're from the South and we all about good food. So we promise to make sure to have good food for Thanksgiving for our boys, our staff, our everybody. Come on in. Chef,
Ty.
give them an insight of what you got going.
Oh yeah, we've been talking up the menu. We got fried turkeys, roasted turkeys, fried chicken,
Yes.
pot roast, crab legs,
Yes.
shrimp cocktail,
Yes.
mac and cheese, mashed potatoes,
Yes.
green beans,
Desserts.
Brussels,
Desserts.
every dessert you could
Yes,
ever think of.
yes.
Rachel's over here getting them all prepped. I think we got, 12 or 13 pies. We got cakes, we got cookies, everything you could imagine. Sweet potato, pecan, pumpkin,
Yeah.
apple, chocolate, key lime. Yeah, it's gonna be a feast.
This is how you do Thanksgiving. This is how you do it. Stay tuned.
Yes, ma'am. Noang, how you doing? You doing all right over here? You doing all right?
Yeah.
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. I see ham.
Yeah.
These are Applewood smoked hams.
I smell it. Oh.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Really nice brand called Nueski. They do amazing smoked hams. So he's just carving those up. We're gonna make a little honey Dijon glaze later on. Put that on top, caramelize it in the oven, and they'll be ready to go.
My mouth is watering.
Yeah, those are good.
You know, Chef, they say that when you're a leader in an organization, every job under you is your job.
Absolutely.
Like, you literally do it all, man. Like, you could assign somebody and say, hey, push that over there. Hey, carry that over there. But you're always doing it with,
You know-
along with your staff.
I take a lot of pride. Something I say a lot is I never ask these guys to do something I wouldn't do. You know, so if I'm asking them to get on their hands and knees and deck scrub that floor, you know, I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our mantra around here, and these guys are the same way. You know, they could cover me in a lot of ways too. This guy right here is a stud. A little backstory, Nawang Dorji immigrated he lived in a village right at the base of Mount Everest. Noah, how many times have you climbed Mount Everest? 20?
Born there, I climb almost 20 times.
20 times this man has climbed Mount Everest.
Yeah.
So when we ask him to pull a 14-hour day on Thanksgiving, that's nothing.
You know why?
This guy knows how to
My
work.
village is 29,000.
When I moved here from Portland, Oregon to Colorado, I first got my job at Boulder Country Club. Met him and Pasang over there about 10, 11 years ago. We worked together for many years. I came over here, called him back up and said, hey, I need you guys on my team over here. We've been working together forever, and I hope that stays that way. I'm gonna work with this guy until we retire. So, these are our Brussels sprouts. So let's see, what do we got here? We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds of fresh green beans. So these guys are beautiful. Nice French Haricot thin green bean. We're gonna trim them up, we're gonna blanch them. Then we're gonna cook them on the flat top with rendered bacon fat, bacon, a little bit of honey. Cook them down a really long time. They're gonna be phenomenal.
And what's amazing about all this, for a guy that's not a chef and doesn't have to serve 300 people at 3 p.m., the clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking. It started ticking on Monday.
Yeah.
Coach came up the other day, and we like to joke about doing the Dougie. So he come up and he said, oh man, you're doing the Dougie for this meal. I said, Coach, I've been doing the Dougie for 3 days. I'm getting tired of Dougie. But here we got our Brussels sprouts. What do we got here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds of Brussels sprouts. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna clean these guys up a little bit more. We're gonna fry these. We're gonna take the bacon fat from all this bacon we cooked off, and we're gonna make a balsamic bacon dressing. And that's gonna go on these guys after we fry them. Top it with a little fried sage. It's gonna be awesome. So here's all of our veggies. Oh wait, I lied, we got more green beans. We got 100 pounds of green beans, Neely. Ooh. We also got some nice butter balls. So something I pride ourselves on is we do everything from scratch. But every now and then we take a shortcut like this.
Yeah, because the clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking, and these come frozen. They have a nice design on them. We're gonna plate them up, and then people can use these for all their rolls and cornbread. So that's what we got going over here right
Chef,
now.
I've got to get a piece of ham, man. It's killing me.
Yeah, this ham's gonna be crazy.
It's
Happy
the
Thanksgiving.
ham, the macaroni and cheese, like that's my fave.
At least 2 trips through the line, Neely. At least 2. We gotta save room for dessert. Look
Oh,
at that.
yeah.
Colorado Ice Works. They hooked it up.
That's nice. Chef, one thing about the preparation for all this is today is Thanksgiving, and you and your staff are also at work. Like, it's a total team effort. What is it like to work on Thanksgiving and have your staff work on Thanksgiving to make this come true for the players?
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to provide this for you guys and, kind of try our best to replicate that sense of home. A lot of these guys travel from all over the country to be here. They're missing home and missing family. So to be able to provide that is a huge honor. But of course, yeah, we're all here and we're away from our family. Some of them are gonna come today, so that'll be really nice. But in this industry, we've all been, this guy's been doing this for 15, 20 years. I've been doing this 16, 17 years. I don't think I've had a Thanksgiving off in a decade. So it's kind of to be expected. Our partners are, really supportive and they understand that. So it's an honor, it's a privilege. It's a hard job and we're happy to do it.
Well, I can tell you this, Chef. This is my first Thanksgiving away from home, but you guys have made it feel like home.
Hey, that's what we're trying
Like
to do.
you're one of the first people I met when I got here right at a year ago, and you've become family, man. So I get it.
Likewise, man. You're awesome, Neely. We love you, man. We can work on that glaze in a little bit.
Okay.
I think you could fill these pans a little bit more too.
More higher?
Yeah. Maybe cut all of it, leave it on a sheet tray, so when we put the glaze, we can glaze, put more ham, put more glaze.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we pile this up pretty high, we put all of our glaze on top, then this isn't gonna get any glaze.
You can have a double.
So yeah,
Double
maybe
fruit
leave,
cup. One, second, maybe try small.
Exactly.
Okay.
Leave this one like this, cut it all, put it on here,
Okay.
then we'll glaze, put more glaze,
Oh, okay.
put it in the oven.
Yep, give me a second. Got it, buddy.
All right, bro, thank you. See, do you need anything over there? Yeah?
Get me back later, maybe liquid.
Okay.
You got a turkey or not?
Not yet. In about an hour.
Okay. Got you, see you later.
All right, thank you, bro. All right, back to the other kitchen. Getting our steps in today, Neely. Gonna take a peek at all the desserts.
Yeah, come in here. Start your pan up some things and
All right, so this is about, I'd say, 2/3 of all the desserts that we got. We've been cutting pies, getting those ready. Sweet potato, red velvet.
Gotta have the red
apple.
velvet.
Gotta have red velvet for Coach, right? That's his favorite.
So pretty.
Yeah, these are gorgeous.
Then we got some beautiful pumpkins up here. We're excited about this.
Yes, a lot of the stuff we got from Boulder Breadworks. Shout out to Larry over there. Best bakery in town by far. If you're ever in Boulder, check out Boulder
Man, like
Breadworks.
Key Lime. Love it.
I've
Chocolate
never seen
bombs.
these before.
Chocolate bombs. Yeah,
Filled with cream.
yeah. Look at these little individual key lime pies. What else we got? We got angel food cakes. Carrot cake. That's a local favorite. All the cookies. So,
All the cookies.
all the cookies.
It's a cookie, we have it.
All right, here's all the cookies, Neely.
All right.
Chocolate chips, peanut butter, chocolate chips, peanut butter. Yeah, we got a macadamia white chocolate. We got an oatmeal raisin. We got like an everything.
Neely, I was just telling Coach Chaney how blessed we are. Coach asked us today, what were we thankful for? And I'm thankful for Coach Prime
Thanksgiving, man.
for giving all of us this opportunity
Yeah, likewise, man.
to be able to serve these young men,
Hey, it's
to
all right.
be
We'll take care
able
of you
to
later.
enrich our
Make it
lives.
worth your while.
Anyway, before I get emotional, today is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Somebody told me I need to coin the term y'all. What you think, Neely?
I'd be surprised if it hadn't already been done.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. But we're setting up for Thanksgiving. We have parents coming. We have coaches and their families coming. We have staff and their families coming. We're excited, y'all. This is our first Thanksgiving. Most of our team and our staff is way from across the country. So we wanted to make sure that today felt like home to them. They felt the love in the food. They felt the love in the atmosphere. We have a band coming. Two-step, and watch your two-step. We have a band coming. So we're excited. Y'all stay tuned because today
Yeah, I
is going to
think you
be
kinda
full
nailed
of
it.
love.